Jonathan Bentham and Oliver Towden.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the afternoon Downing Street briefing. Let me begin, as usual, with the latest figures. 4,171,408 tests for coronavirus have now been carried out in the United Kingdom. That includes 127,722 tests carried out yesterday. 272,826 people have tested positive. That is an increase of 2,445 cases since yesterday. And sadly, of those tested positive for coronavirus across all settings, 38,376 have now died. That's an increase of 215 fatalities since yesterday. This new figure includes deaths in all settings, not just in hospitals. And of course, every one of those deaths is a tragedy for the family involved, and our thoughts are with all of them. Now, as the Chancellor outlined yesterday, those numbers show we are now past the peak. And as we continue to flatten the curve, we are able to start reopening parts of the economy. We are also looking at how to begin relaxing other measures so that we can re-establish some normality in other parts of our lives. Which brings me to something which many people have been eagerly awaiting news about, and that's the return of live sport. Now, for more than 2 months after sport stopped, and after weeks of round-the-clock discussions with medical experts and professional sports bodies, I'm delighted to announce today that the government has published guidance which allows competitive sport to resume behind closed doors from Monday at the earliest, and crucially, only when it's safe to do so. It's up to each individual sport to decide exactly when to resume competition. They know their sports best. But football, tennis, horse racing, Formula One, cricket, golf, rugby, snooker and others are all set to return to our screens shortly, with horse racing first out of the gate in the North East next week. It's been a huge challenge to get to this point. We've taken a forensic, clinician-led approach, working with Public Health England and the Department of Health every step along the way. And we've had dozens of meetings and published pages of detailed guidance outlining first how to get athletes back into socially distanced training and then back into close contact training. And throughout all of this, we've put the safety of the athletes, coaches and support staff first and foremost. And by working so closely with the sports themselves, we've made sure that it's been a collaborative, consensual effort to create the safest possible environments for everyone involved. Now, the guidance outlines various measures that need to be in place for an event to go ahead and to keep everyone involved safe. That includes a screening process for coronavirus symptoms at the venue, a one-way system for people and vehicles, minimising the use of dressing rooms and, of course, maintaining social distancing wherever that is possible. And as all sports fully recognise, ensuring the mental health of their athletes and staff is as important as their physical health, particularly in these very difficult times, and our guidance today reinforces that. It's taken a lot of hard work to get us here today, so thank you to everyone involved, and I know that this will be welcome news for many. Now, of course, much of the media attention has focused on football because it has that special place in our national life. And recognising its significance, I set 2 challenges for football's return. First, that a reasonable number of remaining Premier League games would be broadcast free to air. And second, that the financial benefits of returning would be shared throughout the entire football family. So I'm glad to confirm today that a third of matches to finish the season will now be free to view, including the Liverpool versus Everton derby, and live Premier League football will be on the BBC for the first time in its history. This is an open invitation for all fans to be part of this significant moment in our sporting history. And it also, of course, has the really serious public health benefit of encouraging people to watch at home, which will be essential. Now, getting top leagues back up and running will also release much needed funding to support clubs lower down, many of whom are cornerstones of their local communities. And with both of these benefits, I can now make it official: football is coming back. Of course, these headline sporting events are only one part of the story, and I really am keenly aware that even as we reopen some domestic competitive fixtures, not all events will be back on.